Good afternoon, everybody. This is Chris, one of the WWE review guys. Here with a special segment today. This is a special segment about my thoughts on TNA and Ring of Honor. I'll go ahead and start off by saying that Scott doesn't watch either one. He doesn't watch TNA or Ring of Honor. I don't watch Ring of Honor. I've never seen it, so I don't know anything about it. So I don't want anyone else to ask me about it because I don't know. Okay. And the next thing I'm going to talk about is TNA wrestling. And a lot of people have been asking about TNA wrestling. Folks, I'm going to go ahead and start off by saying that I do not watch TNA wrestling on a regular basis, and I'll explain to you why now. I watched it last night for the first time in about 2 months, actually. I didn't have a whole lot to do. I was just sitting around the house, so I was like, hell, I'll watch TNA. So I started watching it, and I got about halfway through the show before I had to start flipping channels and start coming back because I couldn't even watch the whole thing. And folks, there's so many reasons why I don't like it, and for those of you that love it, I'm sorry, I apologize ahead of time, but I'm just explaining, giving you my opinion, telling you why I don't like it. The first thing is just the name, TNA. I mean, come on, TNA, let's think about that for a minute. I wonder what they really mean. It's not total non-stop action, I can tell you that. I mean, that's one of many gripes, but the major gripes that I have, let's just go ahead and start going down the list. The first thing is the commentators, okay? Folks, these guys ruin the show for me because they draw your attention away from the wrestlers' entrances, their music, and just the action in the ring because all they do is scream into their mics the whole time. Guys, you're wearing a microphone, okay? You don't have to scream into it. You know, that's what microphones are for. All you have to do is talk and people can hear you. I don't think they understand that because they're sitting there screaming the whole time, especially that one big dude. I don't even know his name, but all he does is scream into his mic. And then Jim Cornette, you know, who I've never liked. I didn't like him when he was in the WWE, but he screams into the damn microphone all the time. Every backstage segment anybody has, they're screaming at each other the whole time. Guys, you don't have to yell, okay? It gets old. How anyone can watch it for 2 hours is just beyond me. The next thing is just the ring. This little six-sided ring. I know they were trying to be creative when they came up with it, but I don't think it's working because, for starters, the ring looks too small. Okay, the ring ropes are too tight. And I know they say that the ring ropes are tighter because they can spring off of them and do all this crazy stuff, but you know, whatever. And you know, anytime they cut to different camera angles, you forget where anybody is in the ring, and it's confusing. It's just too much going on. It takes away, again, it takes away from the action in the ring, what the wrestlers are doing. And the next big gripe I have is just the wrestlers themselves. And not to take anything away from the talent that TNA has, because they got a lot of talented people in their roster, but I think their problem is they don't know how to put people in matches with each other, okay? And what I mean by that is most of the time when you have a match, the intention is to have somebody better than the other person so that they can sort of work with each other. TNA doesn't do that. TNA puts two great wrestlers together in the ring, and there's just too much going on. You can't focus on any of it, and it's just too much. You know, it takes attention away from it, and you know, it's hard for you to concentrate on what's going on when there's so much crazy stuff going on in the ring at one time. You know, and that's the biggest gripe that I had with the X Division. I mean, I used to love the X Division. It's stupid now because you've thrown the Dudley Boys into it, which is a complete waste of time, but that's a different story. But all these guys are running around, they're jumping around. It's almost like London and Kendrick in the WWE. I'm not too fond of them because they're the same way. They're running the whole time they're in the ring. They're jumping around the whole time they're in the ring. They're like a bunch of little hyper kids, and it's hard to concentrate on it, you know. And all these matches that they have for the X Division, you know, I don't even know their names. The one where they got the X's on the top of the thing. Seriously, you could jump up there and grab the belt. You know, it's not that high. They try to play it up like it's some great thing, but it's really not. You know, and then this isn't X Division related, but the King of the Mountain match. It's like a reverse ladder match. That's stupid. Why not just have a ladder match? You know, they're trying to be creative, but they're not being creative with any of the things they're coming up with. They're just dumb. So, I mean, if you would consider the X Division TNA's mid-card, then they have a decent mid-card. Other than that, they don't have much of one. Most of the wrestlers that they have were intended to be main event wrestlers when they started. I mean, you got guys like Christian Cage, Booker T, Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe, Sting, Abyss, all these great wrestlers that they're not doing anything with. All of them are in meaningless feuds right now, meaningless storylines, other than Christian Cage and Kurt Angle. And they just don't know what to do with any of them. And, I mean, AJ Styles, folks, I used to love AJ Styles, man. He's a great wrestler. He's so talented. But then he opened his mouth and he completely screwed it up for me, because I got tired of hearing this guy running around going, "How's everybody doing? I'm back in Christian Cage. I love him, man." No, it doesn't work, AJ. You need to go back to your old style, where you're exciting and fun to watch in the ring, not just stupid comic relief. You know? And all you Cena haters out there, all you people that got tired of Cena being the champ all the time, look at your champ in TNA, Kurt Angle. He's been the champ for 7 months now. Okay? Other than the 2-day run that Sting had, which was a complete waste of story. If that's all you're going to do is give him the belt for 2 days. And not to take anything away from Kurt Angle, because Kurt Angle is a much better wrestler than John Cena. But, you know, I for one get tired of seeing the same person with the belt all the time. And, you know, it drags the story down when that's all you have. And that's what TNA is doing, man. You know, they got so excited when they got a hold of Kurt Angle that they're just bowing down to him and giving him everything that he wants. And they're just ruining it for the rest of the talent that they have on the show. You know? So there you have it, folks. That's just my little rant on TNA. Again, if I offended anybody by making this video, I'm sorry. It wasn't my intention. But I just wanted to get my opinion out there and tell everybody what I thought about it. So, take it easy, everybody.